Welcome back. Okay, so next thing we need to do is we need to run our program. Now, up at the top here, you have a little play button, and that play button will run the app. Now, what's really neat about OSX is that there is not a lot of variety in the actual computer here. So you can only, for example, make one application and it'll work on all the computers. Whereas with iOS, the problem is that there are different screen sizes. So here you go. You can see this window here, and for the most part, that is exactly what is supposed to happen here. Okay. Now again, if I click this resize and I change it to our or something like Mammoth Interactive like this, and you can change it to whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead and push play again, and you'll see that the changes arrive within the new one here. And if you resize it, you can go and resize it to whatever you want there. All right. So I always like to make sure that there is no resize, because when you are making your app here, so for example, if you want to make your app bigger or smaller, you want to make sure, and it's the bottom one, by the way. So it's sometimes, there we go. If we wanted to make this bigger, we can go ahead and make it as big as we want here. Now, what this is that this is a visual representation on how Xcode really works with these view controllers here. So this is a visual representation of the actual app, and this is the visual representation of the actual of the app that the user will see. So this is kind of like the back end, and this is the front end here. Okay. So one thing that you want to do, and take it from a person who has really made a lot of software, is you want to test early and often. The more you test, the better you get. And here we go. So for example, when you test your application, you don't want to wait days and days and weeks before you test it. You want to constantly test it because you want to catch your mistakes early and often. Developers who do this will actually get further along in the development process faster, and they'll actually release their products faster. And in addition to that, what they'll do is they'll make more money. So if you're into making a useful app, make sure that you test early and often. All right, let's talk about the Swift file in the next tutorial.